Oh guys, in this video I want to show you the $2.9 million creative tasking strategy. So in this ad account, let me refresh this, we spent $2.9 million on ads and generated a total of more than $7 million. We are optimizing for profit margins here, so you can see last 30 days we've spent $109,000. So we could push it like as far as like 150, 200, but what we are aiming for here is the actual profit margins. So we are aiming for at least 30-35% profit margins. Currently we're at like 30. We could definitely push harder, but there is like a sweet spot that we are maintaining here. So I want to show you pretty much what's been working for us here to span these like numbers pretty consistently over the last, you can see that's the data for the last like 3 years here, and pretty consistently months over months we're maintaining these results. So I want to show you the creatives. I want to show you kind of like the examples of the creatives you can emulate, our strategy for getting creatives in the first place, so you can copy it for yourself. And before we get started, guys, just make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you hit the like button, and if you guys want the creative sourcing strategy, just comment creative below this video so I can send it over to you. In terms of the creatives, right, because a lot of people misunderstanding creatives, they think that it's kind of like on that level where you're optimizing for the targeting or like the placement. That's kind of like where the difference is made. But in reality, pretty much everything comes down to the creative, because creative is something that will predicate what costs Facebook are getting you on the front end, right? So if you look here, right, so this is the cold top of the funnel campaign, 2.10, realistically made over $1 million, this one campaign here. If you look here, right, so this is the click-through rate, this is the cost per click, and this is the actual cost per link. Like now we're going here after developed countries, so that's the United States, Canada, Australia, UK. So we're getting this like very good cost, $11 CPMs. A lot of people are getting like $20-$30 CPMs. If you're getting like high CPMs, if your click-through rate is like 0.5% or like 1% and your cost per click is high, most of the times that's creative. And I want to show you examples of the creatives that have worked incredibly well for us. Not just that, but kind of like how to use them and how to test them. So on a given week, we're testing 20-30 creatives with this store. If I look here, I mean, the targeting here is very simple. So this is lookalikes, 2%. We have some of the broad campaigns, we have some of the consolidation of the winning interest. They're all like automatic placements. We don't play with that. There's no manual bidding. A lot of people make a big deal out of that. And you'll see like lifetime frequency is 325, but it doesn't matter really, because what happens here, and the whole action is happening on this side, the whole action is happening on the ad level. So you can see how many ads we have tested here. Some of them we're getting like CPMs of like $6. Obviously that's not sustainable, kind of like on a bigger scale, but that just goes to show you how different these results can be if you are testing creatives, right? So obviously the CPMs here are lower in this particular one, but then at the same time the click-through rate is quite low. If you ask me kind of like, Alex, like how do you test creatives or where do you find ideas for creatives, just go here. I like Ad Library because it has data about everything. So for example, these sort of ads. These ads, right? Obviously they're not like, kind of like, they're a bit like professional, but they're not like, it wouldn't cost you like $10,000 to shoot that like this, right? Like, because pretty much all of that, all of the stuff here is, I mean, there's a kind of like demonstration here, this like 3D kind of like model, but you do it once, right? And then you use it for so many types of content. And then the rest of it, like, I mean, could be just stock content. This is probably stock content. Like here, this, all of the stuff here is so easy to shoot. If you have your phone, if you have like one of the latest phones, like iPhone 12, 13, then you can definitely go and shoot ads like this, right? So that's one. All you would need for that would be like one model. Hey guys, people have been asking me how we scale to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook. And we have a very sophisticated solution for this that I want to share with you, but it's just like too valuable to give away for free. So if you guys want this solution, just book a call with one of my team members and we'll show you exactly what it is and how it works, and we'll see if that's a good fit for you and for your business. So just book a call with my team member. We'll share it with you so you can scale your business to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook, without having inconsistency, and with high profitability. So just book a call with my team and I'll see you there. Guys, by the way, if you want me to kind of like shoot kind of like the arrangement, maybe specific templates on how to work with models, how to find them, I can share some of the templates, some of the stuff in one of the next videos. Just comment models below, kind of like how to work with people who can be present on your videos and can explain these sort of things, right? Can kind of like show the product in action, like this person here. This person was probably paid like a few $100. That's it, you know, like unless they have like massive following, you will not pay them like massive numbers. Now, if you look at this product, right, 2018, 2019, we've sold probably like $10 million worth of these products. We've had clients selling pillows like there is no tomorrow. So a lot of people would say like, oh, this is like saturated product. Oh, pillow is like, oh, I tried pillow and it's so competitive. Yeah, of course it's competitive. Everyone wants to sleep and it sells, right? So, but you can see this brand here, it's 2022 here. And we're still seeing like people selling pillows. If you're in this type of competitive market, the most important thing for you is not to be better than your competition, is to be different. For your product, for the perception to be different. So for example, here, if you look, the easiest way to keep snoring in check, the real problem addressed, right? That's like, you can't sleep or your partner cannot sleep, they're snoring, right? So they're addressing that sort of issue. This is obviously like well thought of, right? Like there is like a real problem that's being addressed. The product itself doesn't just like, hey, buy the pillow because it looks nice. Because it solves a real problem. If you think you put together like a branded website with a nice like colors and everything, that people will buy just because of that, just because it looks branded. People will not buy because of that. People are selfish motherfuckers, right? So people will buy because like they're selfish and they'll look what's in it for them. You would have to identify the real problem that your products helps to solve. So here the angle is that, you know, the bacteria. I mean, what if like there is so much bacteria on your towel that, I mean, you put it in your skin, that's why you have the skin problem. The towel actually becomes a solution for skin. This is where your like creative kind of like sourcing just takes it to the next level, right? This is where it becomes like, oh wow, okay, so now like I need to buy this product because it solves like a bigger problem. Now the directions you give your influencers, your actors, your models will be totally different, because now you have to communicate that instead of just like, hey, this is good looking product and this is a good looking model, and that's pretty much it. If you don't come into the market with a new solution or like new way or new angle to solve the problem, your business should not exist. Your product is only sold on the premise because your ads look cute or maybe your website looks branded. That is simply not enough. You have to first like agitate that problem that you're solving, right? And then your product seems like a perfect solution to that problem. So another one here, falling asleep, calming scent, right? Like relaxing, calming. I mean, these products are nothing special. You can probably source these products on AliExpress. My neck shoulder feels much better and not waking in the middle of the night. Keep snoring in check. Deep sleep We have been doing this for several years now, and when I'm talking to entrepreneurs, you know, like they're saying their ads are not consistent, their ads are not profitable, and obviously every single time it comes down to the creatives. But this is the real backbone. This is the backbone, like why creatives work. You have to have this fundamental understanding of human psychology and that problem that you're solving. People talk about problem-solving product. If we were to sell this phone and would sell it as a problem-solving product, and let's say we know that the product would buy like women 50 years plus, we would say this is like one click to see your grandkids. This is like one click you can see your grandkids, boom, FaceTime, right? Like this, one of the angles that we could use there. So what you have to, if we would be selling to someone who's into like social media and like influencer, this is the most like sophisticated camera and has these like 5 special apps to make you look perfect on every video. So you have to truly understand the audience that you're selling to. So once you start initial testing process of kind of like identifying who's actually buying your product, and you would see that by the comments on your ads. So if you actually would go and see the comments below your ads, you would see kind of like who's commenting. You'd go to their Facebook profiles and you see what kind of like people those are. Maybe those are older people, maybe 45 plus, more or less, men, women, maybe both, maybe 35 plus moms, right? Like maybe 25 to 35 plus moms, but you would understand a lot from that process. So what you want to do here is investigating who's actually buying the products, what kind of like pain you can ignite to those people, right? What kind of like pain you can agitate on those people, because if you have a pain, now you can sell them the solution to that pain, which could be your product. So that's a mindset that we come in when sourcing content. We don't just like source like 50 pieces of content. No, we have a specific criteria. We want to hit all of those like pain points, and if we have a specific pain point that or angle that you want to agitate the most, then all of the ads would be targeting that pain point. So for example, we would have 10 identical models talking about the same pain point like this and reviewing the product. Oh, I was having problems with my sleep for so long and it's been so frustrating. And now I got this product, and like the first night I had it, I first had like a full night's sleep. You have to be thinking like this. You have to be thinking in terms of the problem and just agitating that problem. Pretty much what it comes down to is this, right? Like it's direct response advertising. Highly recommend this book, Breakthrough Advertising. This book is quite expensive for a book, but worth every penny. Because like it would give you better understanding of the marketing, better understanding of stages of awareness, better understanding of the levels of sophistication of your marketing, because that in turn will predicate like how much deep you have to go with all of this. Because rarely people buy, like sometimes people buy products that kind of like just elevate their status, right? If you think about like Louis Vuitton or like Gucci, like people buy those because it elevates their status. It doesn't solve any particular problem. So if you're in that category, awesome, right? But probably it will cost you a lot to build that brand awareness, to build that brand value. If you're not in that position, then the best way to scale your business is to identify those angles, pain points that your market suffers from, and then offer your product as a solution to that pain. And then those problems reflect into the creatives. So you can see kind of like how it all comes together. Because like here, I used mine for the first time last night, and this morning my chronic neck pain feels a lot better. Wonderful, right? The best had mine for my neck and shoulder feel much better, not waking in the middle of the night. It's incredible, right? Like, so here, yeah, obviously, like they could talk, oh, this is like the fabric, we sourced it from like special like factory Egyptian cotton, like everyone is talking about, and that works, you know, on some extent that works, but you know, it would not allow you to scale like massively, because at some level you'll be out of people that care about that. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that care about pain. There's like millions and millions and millions of people that have pain, right? That looking for a solution, that trying different things to solve the pain. So first, kind of like go through your comments, identify, you know, what type of problems you can agitate for that market. You can agitate more, you can agitate in your ads, you can agitate on your landing page, so that you will see your conversion rate skyrocketing from there. And that will all predicate your creative sourcing strategy. What we do on the creative sourcing, first we are reaching out to our customers. We're offering them discount like 20 to 35% for the next order. Sometimes we're offering like a free product if they send us a video with the exact criteria that we send them. So if you want them to cover a specific angle of the product, we just give them the criteria on how to do that on camera. So like for example here, oh, I've had issues with like neck pain and back pain, and then a friend of mine bought this for me or gifted this for me, and now it's been like 2 weeks. I feel a lot better. There's no more neck pain or back pain, and I highly recommend this product. Boom, that's it. Very simple example. Once you have a few examples, you can even send your customers those examples. So that's number one. Number two, work with influencers, specifically people that have smaller audiences but have good creative. So a lot of those, if you have Instagram page, most likely if you have a brand, you probably have. So you just go on Instagram and see who liked your page. A lot of these people who liked your page would be open to, if you just send them the free product, they'll be open to create a piece of content for you. This is it. That problem solved, right? And then you just do this consistently. Now, Instagram, from our experience right now, After like 50, 70 messages a day, so if you're DMing people to get the content, it will start blocking you because they don't like you to spam people. So just be careful with that. Like 50, 70 messages a day is fine, but beyond that, you're kind of like having a bit of a risk. But 50, 70 people a day, let's say 10% of people like reply and work with you. So now you have like 5 pieces of content a day that you could potentially source. Let's say it's only 2, right? 2 pieces a day. And then it adds up. On a given week, you would get like 10, 15 pieces of creative. It's a great start. Plus, you add your own creatives from your customers, so then like it adds up. And then you have all of these actors and models that you can hire. What we do, for example, on that side, that's number 3, is we are reaching out to influencers on Instagram. You see models, oftentimes you go, and by the way, comment models if you want me to cover one of the next videos, guys. Basically, we go on Instagram, we see their profiles, we just DMing them, hey, would you like, we are a brand, like we're apparel brand, or we are like gadget brand, here's what we're selling, we're looking to have like a photo session here in Miami. We basically sourcing content that way too. Like, so then for that, you would pay them like $50, $100, $150 per hour. So let's say they do like 2 hours, 3 hours. So it will cost you a few $100, but now you have a lot of collateral. Now you have a lot of content. Now you have a lot of videos, a lot of images that you could use that look professionally done. So you can do photos by yourself if you're good at that, or you can have a photographer, also a few $100. So for like $300, $500, you have a full-blown photo session with a lot of video content, a lot of footage that you can use, resource, you can re-edit, create multiple variations of that, and that's pretty much how we do it. So if you want me to go in detail on that, guys, just let me know in the comments. Again, I'm checking every single comment. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video so you don't miss next videos like this, and let me know in the comments what you think, or if you want videos about models or influencers, just comment that below. I'll send it over to you, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.